What's going on, guys? Welcome back, and today I'm going to be showing you my custom Purist version of Din Djarin and kind of showing you how to make him, because as I'm releasing this video, he's only appeared in 2 official LEGO sets, and they are very expensive. One of them is $70, which was the AT-ST from last year, or it's $70 at least where I live, and the Razor Crest, which is going to come out later this year, in a month I believe, is like $160 or something where I live. So I wanted to show some of you guys who maybe don't have the money at your disposal to buy an official Din Djarin minifigure, just show you how to make a really easy Purist version of him. So we're going to start off with the helmet, which is from the Mandalorian Battle Pack from earlier this year, and you're going to want to make sure you have that Battle Pack because a lot of the parts that are required to design this custom are from that Battle Pack. So this is from one of those Mandalorian minifigures. I'm just going to call them the Mandalorian minifigures because they are unnamed characters in that battle pack. So that's the helmet you're going to need, just a black head, or just a black head underneath. The brown cape from one of the Mandalorians from that battle pack. I believe 2 of these brown capes came in that battle pack. This is kind of a harder piece to get. I used this belt piece from the Pirates of the Caribbean sets from like 2011, I believe. And those are retired at this point, and maybe some of you have those old sets, I'm not sure. But if you want an easier way to kind of emulate a strap going over his shoulder, because he has a lot of straps on his outfit or on his costume in the show, I would recommend using Rey's satchel from the Force Awakens sets, but I personally preferred this belt piece because it is a darker brown color than the light brown color used on Rey's satchel. But it's not a mandatory piece, but I personally really like the way it adds some 3D elements to the minifigure. The torso is also from one of the Mandalorian minifigures from the Mandalorian Battle Pack from earlier this year. I used gunmetal gray arms, which came in a really cheap set about, actually 5 years ago at this point, from the Age of Ultron sets with like the Ultron Battle Pack, but I'm sure they've come in quite a few other cheap sets recently. I'm just not quite sure what those are by name. The dark brown gloves, which he does have fingerless gloves, so you may be like, why are you not using that technique for this one? Number one, this is supposed to be a Purist how-to video, and also I just think the dark brown hands work better for his gloves in the show. I made his pistol by getting a short blaster pistol and just adding a black lightsaber hilt to the end. I think that looks pretty good. It's by no means a complicated design, but I really like that for kind of his pistol that he uses at a few points in the show. And then the legs I got are from Lucy from the Lego Movie 2, the second part, and she came in the minifigure series as well as a poly bag. So they've come in a lot of cheap sets, and I really like the way they look for the Mandalorian with kind of the boots and the straps. Once again, I really like the way the printing on those legs works for him. And then for kind of a little bonus thing, I'm going to show you how to design him with his mask off. So I have a couple options here. This is the Gimli Head from the Lord of the Rings, and you may be saying, the Lord of the Rings sets were retired like 7 or 8 years ago, right? Or I believe 7 years ago at this point. This is actually from the LEGO Dimensions set with Gimli, so it's more recent. It came out, I believe, 4 years ago. This head was released, so maybe you have it in your collection, I'm not sure. But he has very bushy eyebrows, so I like those eyebrows for this minifigure. And then I used the Anakin Skywalker hairpiece. But I personally prefer the Cole hairpiece from Ninjago painted brown. But if you don't want to paint things, and once again, this is a Purist tutorial, so I'd recommend using the Anakin hairpiece if you want to have the unmasked Din Djarin. And he is very bruised up, so if you want, you could use the burnt up Anakin head from the Darth Vader transformation set. But I think that looks too burnt up, and the eyebrows aren't as prominent as you would like them to be on that head, or as I would like them to be. So that's how you can design Din Djarin without his mask on, or without his helmet on, but it is very briefly seen in the final episode of Season 1. Anyway, that is my very easy Purist version of Din Djarin from The Mandalorian, for those of you who may not be able to afford the more expensive sets that feature him. So please let me know all your thoughts on this custom Din Djarin minifigure in the comments below. And of course, as always, I hope you guys have a great day. Take care. Bye.